Monday School is a chance for Wally to share what he learned at church and prove that he went.
So we've been talking about living an intentional life in our faith, and there's a bigger picture at play, and it extends beyond us and our world. Jesus said the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Petra even mentioned this in their song Disciple, and I had fun pulling this.
The fields are ready for harvest, but the laborers are few. I want to be where the Lord can use me, working till the day is through.
I can tell by your face you love this, Betty.
Oh, it gets worse.
Oh,
I
there's a
didn't
guitar
think
solo. Sorry. Would you hold, please? Something music is sorely lacking today is guitar solos.
Definitely our music has gotten better since then.
But the point is, God invites us to be part of what He's doing, and it's easy to ignore the needs of people around us because we got our own issues, but we're called to be workers in the harvest. And when we answer that call, lives are changed, and not just other people's, but sometimes ours as well. And we invite people to concerts and sporting events and parties, but when was the last time we were intentional in inviting someone to church with us, And that kind of resonated with me too. I'm like, oh yeah, I get that actually. But then he told this story. Can I regale you with a yarn?
A yarn?
Can I tell you a story?
Just say that.
I know I should. There was this guy who was teaching high school boys, and he felt like God was telling him not to just leave it there, at this kid coming to church, but to go to this kid and be intentional with him. And there's a kid named Dwight, kind of like The Office, and he's working at a shoe store. So he goes to the shoe store, and as they go into the stock room, and he's like, "Look, I just got to tell you, I want to make sure that you understand who Jesus is, and He loves you, and He died for you." And he basically lays out the gospel for him right there in the shoe store. And this kid, Dwight, gives his life to Christ there because this guy was intentional. But here's the God math part of this. 1 + 1 doesn't equal, 2. Yeah, 1 + 1 can equal thousands. That kid named Dwight was Dwight L. Moody, and he's the evangelist. And so he went on to lead thousands of people to Christ, tens of thousands, and it all started because one guy followed what Jesus was telling him to do and was intentional and said, I'm going to tell this kid about Christ. And that's the crazy thing, man. When you tell people or you invite people to church, you might be inviting the next Dwight L. Moody, the next Billy Graham, that kid in your Sunday school class that seems a little cantankerous, might be the next kid that's going to lead thousands of people to Christ too. And if you answer that call, you never know where that's going to go. So there you go. That's your Monday School for today.